Hi, everyone! Welcome to Shark Week. I am Space Shark, but I just go by Carson because it's a lot easier. And with me are the Fool's Gold crew, who, you know, maybe I played a little bit with, a tiny bit.
Just a tiny bit.
Like a decade.
God, it really... Yeah, because we would have started in our first... God, it's been 10 years since college started.
Shut up.
Damn.
Shut the fuck up.
Jesus.
I don't want to think about that right now.
My hair's just turned gray.
God, I just got
Slowly dying.
turned to dust.
Slowly turning to dust.
But yeah, with us we've got Dingo, Felix, Avery, and possibly a surprise guest later. And Felix has been kind enough to play the looker while we just hang out.
Yeah. It's gonna be like a nice chill chat hangout time, and I'm gonna go play this game. And I've seen very little of it, but from what I've seen, it looks like it's gonna be a fun time.
Mm-hmm.
I heard it's pain and anger, so we'll see
Oh,
how
boy.
that goes.
Anger and misery is what this game is.
But yeah, big hello to all the new people hanging out in chat. You can expect some fun stuff. If you have any Fool's Gold questions that aren't spoilers, by all means, we can talk about that. Marcus, thank you for giving out 2 community gift subs.
Nice.
Let's go.
That's a good place to start.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah, also, like, I know I, like, posted up the picture of the full Fool's Gold crew because I thought John and Puddles will be here, but, maybe? I don't know. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
You have to understand they have
Oh
children.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've been
children
playing
and
The
the
Sims
dog.
3,
Yeah.
and kids are hard in that game.
Yeah. God.
I love how this game starts off with an unreasonably long loading screen already. We're off to a good start.
Oh, good.
Is this one of those games that was like $6 on Steam?
It was free, actually.
Ooh.
So, what was that puzzle game called that we played? Do
Oh God, I don't. Yeah, that was a really complicated one.
you remember that really fancy-smancy puzzle game that looks like it's like cel-shaded and you go around solving like puzzle tablets essentially while going through like a weird kind of world.
I kind
You
of
all know,
vaguely.
chat.
Yeah.
You all know.
Chat, you're smart. I believe in you.
Yeah.
I forget what it's called. Damn, it bothers me. Anyways, they made this game. It's like a shit post of a game essentially. It's free on Steam. So and apparently you just connect the line. You know how bad can it be?
Yeah.
Are you playing with a mouse?
Yes.
Oh boy.
Oh.
Okay.
The game's
Why?
called The Looker. You know, that guy from Pokemon what was an investigator like. God,
Very obscure reference.
I mean, yeah, I just
I
realized
got
that.
I did not.
We got a question in the chat. Felix, are you gonna make Fool's Gold more traumatizing?
That's spoilers.
The answer is actually yes. No. The answer is yes, because technically, we're gonna do another campaign eventually, and there will be plenty of trauma in there.
That's true. That's true. That's for
Really,
later.
the dial for trauma
Sneaky.
is just always on full. There's one setting for Felix.
It's always like we're like, I think we're done, and then it's like, no, here's some more, or like, or just like the ridiculousness of just like, you know how people have been saying sometimes in the comments of being like, I've never seen a campaign like this. This is so ridiculous. And we're like, yeah, it is ridiculous, right? And then it just keeps getting more and more ridiculous to the point where it's like, I don't know how we can top this. And we top it every time. And I'm like,
It's crazy
I don't know
too.
why we keep doing it.
Because like
The other day I just remembered, me creating a doctor that has a giant needle that he drives into with a sledgehammer.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah,
God.
but that's a different campaign.
That's Jesus Christ.
Okay, I forgot that you can
You're
just skip
cheating.
it.
That's amazing. I didn't know you could do that. Oh my God, that's a great.
But yeah, I remember like just rewatching Fool's Gold. I realized no, it did keep getting more crazy. It was just slower for us.
We were
Yeah.
just like, we were like frogs, and you know how they say you boil the frog and they won't die? That's
Right.
how it was for us. We were just like, we were in it. We were in the thick of it. So we didn't realize how terrible it was because we were just like, we're experiencing it, we're in it. And then, of course, from a bystander, they're just like, are you guys okay? And we're like, oh, I guess not, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, that is funny. It is one of those things where it's like, because we play every week, and usually every video is about a session or 3 sessions, depending. Because sometimes I condense shit. And so we're just like, yeah, it's fine. But then as I've written it and condensed it all, I'm like, that's a lot, right?
Mhm.
It's a lot of trauma in here. There's a lot of shit. Like, god damn.
I'm always impressed that I gave Felix nothing and he still ruined my day.
It's my talent.
You are a creator in the scariest sense of the word.
Creator of death and misery.
Isn't that every DM?
Received an ornate letter signed by Marco Polo.
Oh, it is.
In
Ooh.
Madrid, city of lost
It's voices.
no item remains where it was set. If one drops his key in the dirt, he may never re-enter his home, and even if he manages to stoop and recover the key, he may rise to find a tulip garden where his house once stood. In complementary fashion, things lost by others are forever turning up. A pocket watch on a
Oh
coffee
god, he's still
table.
going.
Oh boy.
A
This
fine
is
Too
frog
tired for this.
fractions levels.
Okay, we're just gonna
I
go.
even know of a prince
Okay,
who
you
ended
can-
up in a prison cell. When he
I've done
Hey.
crudely drawn everyone. Are Dingo, Felix, and Avery gonna appear on a shirt? We'll see what
That's
happens.
his name.
I made a crudely drawn Friends T-shirt for Shark Week, with all the
Ah.
placeholder art that I have. So I can make
Yeah.
another one with crudely drawn crudely drawn friends too.
Crudely drawn friends too.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Felix's
Just
GM.
keep
can't end this.
going.
Nice to see you,
Is it just-
Dag.
You did say this game was like meant to irritate you, so maybe
is.
this is one of the ways it just drives you insane.
Oh, the monotone dude from The Office is like, get.
Right?
Complimentary fashion.
Or he
Oh,
sounds
he's
like the
repeating
guy-
himself, I think.
Yeah.
What's each character's favorite pasta shape?
Pasta shape?
Yeah, like elbow or like linguine. I feel like Arena's would be bow tie just because that's thematic.
could not find it.
It is very pretty. It's like the
Indeed,
or the
the
little
only hope now
stars.
for the
Don't
release of
remember
those
the little
prints
star
of
pasta?
fame.
Oh
For
yeah.
you to send back 300
Even the
ducats for his
shells
release.
are like really
Of course,
pretty.
he will reward you handsomely once he is out.
I feel like the bow tie would be the way to go, because she could
do it,
like
Felix.
make a stick person out of spaghetti and then put the bow tie on it, and it's like,
Hey,
I did fashion.
Yay.
For
Oh
many
god.
births,
God damn it.
I have wandered,
Let me try one of the hint ones maybe to end this.
searching for
So I was like, he
Finally.
paused, and I'm like, oh, it's over. No, it's not over.
better deals and 0%
What
APR on
What?
certified pre-owned
Okay.
vehicles. For trucks
We're
like
we're
Oh, we're
rocking
doing an
now.
ad now.
Marine, come to Mike's Pre-Owned.
Can you tell the
He just-
story of the killer
He
sheep?
himself a southern drawl.
You know, Felix, you could always just mute the game.
You
Well,
can
this
find
is
out
part of the experience, though. But we're good now.
Part of the pain.
You can find out
Uh,
the story about the killer sheep at foolsgold5e.com.
Yeah.
Okay, we were back at pasta. Is this what the chat is here for? For ultimate pasta knowledge?
Absolutely.
All
the,
right.
The
well,
world needs to know.
Then I'm gonna say Sips's favorite pasta is penne, because it's mine.
Penne is great.
Yeah, it's just it is a vehicle of flavor. So
That's exactly what it needs to do, though, right? It is a tube that holds the sauce that delivers the tastiness to your mouth.
man, this is my Saturday night. Anyway, what would Goth eat?
Say rotini because it's a funny word to say.
What's rotini?
It's just the corkscrew one.
Yeah, the spirals.
Oh, the spirals. Yeah.
Hmm
Yeah,
That's also a sauce vehicle. You can get
Hey.
lots of sauce in the
True.
rotini.
Would old Gothy be fettuccine then?
Yeah, fettuccine is. Oh yeah, fettuccine is a pasta.
Fettuccine.
Yeah.
This might have been the whole reason they asked the question was to hear me say fettuccine.
You get it this time, chat. Nice.
Who played each character? Dingo played Sips,
Yeah.
and I don't know, some asshole played Arena. I mean, have you seen her?
She's not that bad. I actually like her. as
I
a character. I've really started to really like her. As the more I play with her.
really
Wow.
believe that the fact that she was sort of developed as Fool's Gold went along
Mhm.
is her biggest strength.
Yeah.
Like, chat, if you ever have the chance to play a character without a tragic backstory, whose tragic backstory is the campaign that you're in, it is a special experience.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, I played Arena.
Yeah.
I played God.
Yeah, you played everyone else. Felix played Arena's girlfriend.
And
Yeah.
some.
I was talking about that. Like, shout out to all the GMs out there dating their friends in order to facilitate the roleplay.
Yeah.
I played Gothy,
Yeah.
Yeah.
good old potato druid.
What an evolution through the campaign, huh? Like, I'm
Yeah.
sure it's been asked, but how quickly were you able to adapt to, like, new Gothy?
It took me, okay, so, like, firstly, I was, like, spooked for probably the first 12 hours, because I was like, oh no, I have to totally, this character that I have is not, that, like, old Gothy is gone, and I now have new Gothy. And that was kind of frightening. And then after I got over like, the shell shock of it, Gothy just became, well, she became what the group needed at that point, which was the voice of reason and an actual
Yeah.
brain cell.
Yeah.
This was definitely good. It was a good shell shock.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I'm glad it worked out.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go into
And-
this area for a second. It might get loud.
Okay. Oh, that's not too bad. Oh, what's Zanu's favorite pasta?
Zanu's favorite pasta?
Rice.
Fucking hell.
Rice is easy to grow and it keeps you fed. It's efficient.
Yeah, exactly. I was thinking like, what's the most efficient pasta? Maybe
Your
tortellini
answer is just
because you
no
can put the
pasta at
food.
all.
Well, tortellini because you can put food like the meats and stuff in there, so you
Oh,
only need one
but
bite.
okay, but hear me out here. Ravioli, because it's in squares and easy to stack for safe storage.
Hmm.
Or what if it's just
Nah.
lasagna?
It's not even like an actual lasagna. It's just the lasagna pasta, like the sheet of pure pasta. And it's like it's all in one. It is the most
It's
efficient.
square.
Yeah, square of pasta.
That's pretty good. Slap it in some water.
Paragamer says
Just
that
eats it raw.
they love that we all jumped at the chance to ruin unnamed NPC immediately, quoting Bucket.
That was all Dingo.
Yeah,
Oh,
that
yeah.
was Dingo's absolute baller
Because I knew
stance.
what he was doing. I looked at him and I was just like, no, absolutely not. You're not gonna do this fucking like, do not call me by my name, for I am a shadow. I am the lurker or whatever. And then it was like, no, you're Bucket. I'm just gonna call you Bucket. And he's like, no, wait, hold on. And it was like, actually, my name is like, I think you said like it was like James or something.
I
And I'm
can't
like, no,
remember.
too late. It was like too late. It's
And
Bucket.
Felix learned his lesson.
Felix learned that we
No
can
more
dish
dramatic
out what he gives to
NPCs.
us.
Yeah, yeah. Just like
But
great.
you gotta earn the drama in our group. If you just come out the gate with like drama without having like, it's like you gotta put in the time and then you get to have the drama. If you just come out the gate with the drama, we're just like, no, this isn't gonna fly.
Yeah, this kind of doesn't work. Yeah, I think you have to get it like through the
It has no
square onto the
exits.
other side. But isn't it? Okay.
And what like I'm wondering, is there something in here that's, or
Like,
do
you
I
can't-
just like do I just wait? Do I just do this?
Are you just writing end? This game would do that, wouldn't it?
Oh my god. God damn
Aw.
it! That was a good idea though.
Yeah. Michael played a woman dating their best friend. He introduced his now wife to the group when they started dating during a shared bathroom flirt scene. So Michael made a character that was dating a player character while the wife was there.
Oh, that's awkward. That's where it's just like, well, it's just it's just a game, bruh.
Yep. Let's take a look. What kind of shark is Jawbone based on? I don't think I've seen that one.
Yeah, what is it?
A good shark.
Yep.
Good. Yeah, the best shark.
If you look up Good Boy Shark, it'll be there.
Yeah, it's probably off of like just from the shape, it's like a great white or
Mhm.
something.
Or
Yeah,
possibly a
great
tiger
white.
shark.
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah, but there's no green sharks out there, so
No.
yeah,
No.
'cause Jawbone's green and goldish. Well, yellow.
Mostly just to match Gothi's palette.
Mhm. Oh, hello.
Look at me. Can you hear me? I'm nothing but a rusty chunk of steel. You don't want nothing to do with me.
Looks like a blue
Alright,
shark.
alright. I'll tell you my story.
What is
Oh,
that?
Wade, thank you very much for the compliment.
It was June the 8th, 1947. Gray mornings.
Oh man, we're in Crime Town now.
I
Yeah.
hadn't practiced then, and I was
I love
living
the cigarette there. It's just like some. He's got bottles of booze at his feet, like empty bottles.
Oh god.
My hints were subtle too, real subtle. Back then, they said.
Felix, you did say this game would like enrage us, and you know what? I'm totally getting there. I hate this.
Yeah.
Good.
Tossed me
And we haven't even gotten to the good part yet.
I know how.
What the fuck is the? Okay, you know what?
Those were the mean times.
All right, is there any more questions? So we can.
Nothing
tune the
really.
fucker
Yeah.
out?
Did
That's
you
fine.
guys ever play Frog Fractions?
What the fuck is frog fractions? So obviously not. No.
Fair enough. I feel like that's something that we should all play on stream together at some point.
Is
'Cause
it
it's a-
math?
It's Frog Fractions. It's what it says on the box. You're a frog.
So
I think I saw Game Grumps play it.
is it math?
Not really.
Okay.
I mean,
Because
there's
if it's math, I'm gonna reject right now.
Math is there.
yeah, math exists in the
Thematically.
world. You don't
But
have to do
as-
it, but it
Oh,
exists.
okay. Well, that's fine. If it's just chilling and it doesn't
just
demand
relaxing.
me to do stuff, then I'm fine. I want to use my brain.
If
No,
Gothy
it's
were
too
to date
late for
someone, what
brain.
would she look for in a person? So I guess what traits does Gothy find endearing in somebody?
Yeah, that's a good question.
That's
I
a
don't.
good-
Somebody that doesn't think her face is disgusting.
That's a good trait to have.
That's
Low
a that's
bar,
like
yeah.
I think that should be the top.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like personality and all that stuff is okay, but the face would be the deal breaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the first hurdle to clear. Also, you have to like shark hounds.
Of course.
That's yeah.
Jawbone
Animals
comes
are
with the
general.
territory.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you ask for Gothy to pick between you and the shark hound, she is gonna pick Jawbone. That's how it's gonna go.
Damn right.
Where's the sub goal to have Dingo take a math test?
Yeah.
All right, Dingo, if you were to donate your time to do a grade 5 math worksheet, how much
Oh my
money would they have
God.
to give you?
Christ, they would. Okay, let me think. How many years from grade 5 till now?
This is
That's-
already going downhill. This is involving basic.
Yeah, you're
calculating. It's
already
already
doing math.
Oh wait. I have to count. Fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, so 11 years old is when you're in grade 5, and I'm 28. So that's how many years? That's 11 minus 28 is 17. So right? Am I
That-
wrong?
Okay.
No. No. Yes? Fuck. I'm just gonna do my phone.
It's
See,
not
it's-
helping you.
Bam
Hey,
says
you-
7.
You remember when your teacher told you that you wouldn't have a calculator on you at all times?
Fuck themselves. Yeah.
Screw you,
absolutely.
Mr.
Yeah, I
G.
am right. 17. So yeah, okay. So $17,000. There you go. That is how much money you'll need to put forward in order for me to do a math test.
Oh
You
man.
get $1,000 per
Per
year
year.
of suffering. So yeah.
I have a challenge to pose to Carson though.
Oh.
Have you seen? So you can do like an online. It's a challenge. You have to name all 151 first-gen Pokemon in under 10 minutes.
Whoa.
Oh boy.
That's pretty good. That's a cool challenge. I like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we just watch you try to do it and judge you.
I'm just
And
trying. I'm just trying to think if there are any that I'm forgetting. But obviously, I would have forgotten them when I'm doing the test, so that's cheating.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
You have to
harder
have,
than
like,
you
a-
think.
It's like
a
I'm
timer. And
I'm
then
gonna
a
be
counter.
writing them down. It's like fuck. What's Pokemon? Grocknor. No. Chikorita was second gen.
Actually, it's a website you can go into.
Oh,
And
yeah?
it's already formatted there for you. You start the
Oh.
timer and you start typing them in, and if you have them, you get them, and they're on the list.
Oh, but
I
do you have to spell them right though?
No, actually, well, you kind of do, but I think the test is kind of it's kind of goes easy on you a bit.
Oh, that's good.
Well, here's the question: do you want to do the 10-minute one or the 15-minute one?
I think I found it. I found the 15-minute one.
That's probably a good one. You
So
can do for charity or something.
I mean, we could do it like right now.
I mean, I will definitely be in the back just being like, all right. But because I don't remember all of them.
I mean, this is a challenge that Avery posed to me, so I'll do it when I'm by myself and don't have help. Because I feel like you guys are gonna be an unfair advantage.
Either that, or we would just fuck you up on purpose. We just
Yeah,
start
yeah.
saying random names.
Yeah, what a drop. Or like
Squirple.
a squirrel.
What's
Murph and
Karibo?
Yeah.
Ashley.
No, that's the main
Scott.
character. Did Felix ever say what was in Vicky's special bananas?
You're right there. I mean, beep. Beep.
Oh.
Beep. Beep.
Beep.
Oh.
Beep.
Beep.
Hey.
God.
Oh!
That's smart.
Yeah, it was a. I didn't get the clue. I had to actually just check what the fuck I was supposed to do here.
Oh, okay.
You're
Okay.
supposed to find it like kind of like a, like you know. Anyways, yeah. Can I reveal what's in the bananas? Because I certainly know what's in
yeah,
them.
you do. I mean, I will talk about them, maybe.
Yeah, I don't think I can remember you ever actually saying it in the view in them.
Yeah. Well, yeah, okay. Well, we'll see.
Yep.
Well, I'm not going to reveal that yet.
No, it's fine.
Felix, did you ever make up a character's name on the spot?
Character or an NPC?
I would say...
you know what? The answer is yes for both.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
Trying to remember some good examples though, but usually they're pretty boring answers of like, oh yeah, I need a name, Jeff, you know. And it's
I mean,
okay.
like, I think specifically Abby was one that you made up on the spot that just sort of we ran with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think well, also sometimes you have some names you say, and all of us just go, no, and then we change it because I was like, I will never remember that. Like, because sometimes you've had like long, interesting like names, and it's like, no, I'm gonna call him like Ziggy or something, like, like something like short.
Oh man, now that I'm GMing the Konosuba tabletop RPG, I'm realizing what we did to you, Felix, and I'm sorry. Like,
no, don't apologize. Don't apologize.
God, we in the Twitch plays that we did, we encountered a dungeon where the Toad King was creating an army, and they had a room like a laboratory with toad eggs and toad growth enhancers. And I'm like, okay, you know, these are here to show them that they're gonna have a fight later with giant toads. They should be careful. Now, you know what they did? They grabbed an egg, they grabbed a growth enhancer, slapped them together, and made a giant toad.
Well, we're boss rushing this. All right.
Well,
let's go.
and
We're in
then
the horror section.
they
Great.
embraced it and made friends with the giant toad, and now they're hanging out together.
Oh, well, I mean that went better than expected.
Yeah.
That's nice. I like that.
It's also really nice. Sorry again, I haven't actually DM'd something since I was like, God. I think I tried to do it once in junior high. Jeez. Oh, you got a gun!
Okay.
I mean, I know you DM for us once.
Oh yeah, but like before that, it was in junior high for only like one thing that never turned into anything. So. Oh jeez!
Got me. Fucker.
Kill it!
Am I supposed to kill it? Expensive. Please do not scratch.
I don't think you're supposed to.
Whoops. You done?
Just such a cheap jump scare too. God damn it.
Actually, like turned off the sound just so I could like focus. So I haven't gotten any like sound like prompts. So just
It's not much. It's just a little bit.
yeah. This game is very interesting.
There's a lot going on.
I actually really like it.
So now you should turn on your sound for a moment.
Why? Why was it?
It just needs more red, I think.
More red.
More red?
I like it, but it's also kind of too red.
What?
Okay.
Could you, draw less?
Upside down pentagram. Summon Satan.
Try adding some more, stuff.
Maybe like a triangle? Like a up down? No, I like it. Alright.
Oh, wait, what?
No, I just meant like oh
Hey, that did it.
oh
Okay.
what the fuck? That's cool.
Ohio Jack has a southern accent despite Ohio not being in the South. You guys have a very, very high opinion of our ability to know American states.
We're not from America. I
As
legit
certified
don't know where Ohio is.
As certified Canadians, all Americans have a southern accent, okay?
Yeah.
That's true.
That's
You're
how
all
it
south
works.
of Canada.
Yeah, that's the
Mhm.
thing. Everyone's
You're all
south-
southern.
You're all southern. Yeah.
I'm just trying to think, like, what other American accents are there?
Boston.
Boston,
I mean, there's tons.
New
Yeah.
York.
California.
What-
Oh yeah, California.
What's the
there's-
California accent?
Hey,
surfer dude.
dude. Yeah, dude.
Hey,
Yeah,
dude.
but that's like the extreme version.
Or
But
if you have the Valley Girl accent.
yeah. Oh my
Oh
god.
my god.
Oh my god, did you hear what
Oh my
Stacy told me?
God.
Holy
Yeah.
shit. There's
Oh
Stacy
my
the other day.
Oh my
Fucking
god,
God.
she
What's
was
she
such
even
a
wearing?
she was such a bitch.
Yeah. I mean, that's loosely how I do Arena's voice, but that's just
No, you're right though.
yeah. I tone it down a bit, obviously, but it's like, oh my god, holy shit, fuck. I really like doing her voice. Her voice is like my go-to when
It's-
it comes to like silly voices.
It's
the
really
best.
fun.
Mhm.
Yeah.
God, I've been.
Pirates.
Oh, pirates.
Jeez. Are you sure you can take them in that dinghy?
No,
I mean, you have a gun though.
and
That's
not
true.
anymore. My gun's gone.
Oh no.
You have a pen though.
What are some other Canadian accents? Because like there's obviously the Newfoundland one that everyone thinks is the Canadian accent, right?
It's like Northern Ontario / Manitoba. I mean, I'm sure they sound different. Like, they actually know they're different, but they sound the same to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
No,
I know.
the old... Yeah,
Brunswick.
how's it going there, eh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's not a lot. So it's just not a lot there,
If you
eh?
wanna get good
Oh,
at
so much
chess,
dairy.
If you love
Yeah.
the game,
Go ahead and put your
And
coat
then
on the shiffer robe.
Grandmaster Bobby Fischer.
And then
Also,
if you go
like,
to the West
French.
Coast, you do get it. Huh? French,
And-
yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The Quebecois.
The
Quebecois.
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 Oh man. Favorite part of Fool's Gold is Sips and Werewolf Girl staying with each other in the full moon night. Yeah, that was a really emotional moment in the moment
Yeah.
too.
Yeah. Didn't really know how to react to that. I was just like, oh no, you made me feel things. Fuck
Yeah.
you.
Uh-oh. Making Sips feel things.
Yeah, and me. I was just
Yeah.
like, because like up to this
I
point,
hate
like
chess.
for
I
D&D,
hate
it was
chess. I hate chess.
okay.
World champion Bobby Fischer.
But yeah, it was. I mean, like feeling for a campaign was foreign to me. Full Skull was one of the first campaigns I actually felt shit with, like actual emotions. Because normally, like other campaigns, it was just like whatever. Like we would just shoot the shit
Mm-hmm.
and play characters just for fun. And I mean, this was for fun too, but like eventually it became like, oh no, I really care about these characters. What the hell?
I
Mhm.
think with Fool's Gold, everyone grew as a storyteller and an actor. Not
Yeah.
like oddly enough, I feel like Fool's Gold was a moment of growth between everyone who participated.
Yeah, it was.
Definitely.
I mean, it was legit. Like, I think all of us started the campaign. I was just being like, haha, goofs and gaffs, and you know. And then by the end of it, as we went through, it's like, no, I actually like. I know what Gothi would think. I know how she acts. Like, and we all, like you said, we became became actors. So pompous, but like we started acting and actually like feeling the emotion of the characters. And now it's like, you know, it's a switch we can't turn off anymore half the time because
Mhm.
all campaigns.
Yeah.
And it's
Kind of
interesting
have that in them now to an extent.
because I think we started realizing that around the same time that the Tarask arc happened. So you started animating at the point where we started taking things
Yeah.
seriously.
That was
Mhm.
the moment. Yeah, the Tarask arc was like my moment of like, oh no, I really actually like care about this character. And also, I think I know how he's feeling of just like some of the shit. Of just like, obviously I didn't have my hand cut off, but like, originally I wanted Sips. Like I thought when Sips was gonna meet Kinora, he was gonna be scared, because I had written down on his sheet that one of his fears was like getting his other limbs cut off, but I kind of scrapped that when you like brought her up, and then I was just like, you know what? He's just fucking pissed. He's just angry. Fuck this bitch. And it was just like, and that was like a character turning moment. I mean, he'd always been kind of pissy and angry, but that's just my personality.
We talk about that a lot. Like that's kind of your style for playing characters. Is you don't know how your character feels in a moment until it actually happens to you.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're surprised by what the character actually comes out and how they react.
Yeah.
It's a weird moment when your character takes over for you.
Yeah, well, dude, like I had that with Bree, in your campaign, Avery, where there was a point where she actually like was like, okay, we're actually gonna split up permanently. like I'm done. I'm going to leave now. And it wasn't malicious or anything. It was like there was nothing. It's like she literally like, I think we're done. I think I've gotten what I need out of you. You've gotten what you need out of me, and we're going. And I didn't plan that. That wasn't planned. That wasn't me thinking ahead of being like, she probably feels this way. It's like, no, I literally said it and went, oh.
And you weren't trying to nuke my campaign. I'm just being like, hey, I'm done.
No. I just knew that she was done with like working with the group because she had already reached her goal, kind of. Like she was like, this is my goal. I'm gonna get it. You really don't have to stick around anymore, so I guess we're parting ways. And it was just, it made sense. But at the time when I actually said it, it surprised me because I was like, I didn't plan that. I didn't mean to say that, but it makes sense. So that was the time when I was. Yeah, exactly. It made total sense for her. It just like threw me off, and I was like, no way. If anybody told me that a character could like surprise you, I wouldn't have believed them until like those moments. I was like, oh, I actually know what they're talking about. It just comes out of left field, and you're like, what the fuck? What was that? You know?
What was the hardest episode to animate? And we don't count the dragon fight, because that didn't happen.
That didn't happen. I mean, it always feels like every episode that I work on is always like, god damn, by the end. But, the hardest
It could be, like, the hardest emotionally, too.
Yeah. What was... That's a tough one. That's a really, really tough one. Because all of them have, like, elements in it that are tough. Like, because every episode I try to challenge myself of being like, okay, I want to get better at backgrounds, or I want to get better at, like, timing or movement or something like that. Like, every episode has a challenge to it. Because I just want to get better, so I just gotta do that. But I think the most intense...
I know that you tend, like, I don't mean, like, you tend, not the right way of saying it. I remember you talking to me about you having a hard time with certain episodes that had a lot of heavy content to them because you wanted to do it justice, like Gothi's face reveal.
Yeah, any drama episodes, like when there's a lot of drama, I'm like, fuck. I don't, because I wasn't used to drama beforehand. Because I did all, like, haha funnies, comics. And suddenly it was just like, yeah, make it serious and do serious shit. And I'm like, oh no.
It's really difficult when you have to ante up.
Yeah, and that I also, like, have this imagery in my head, and, like, I know how the session went, and I know how, when I write it, that I'm like, well, I want this to hit hard because there's an audience now. So I would say probably episode 15 is one of the hardest ones I did. But it's also my favorite. I think it was the most fun I ever had because it was so intense. Like, I got to really stretch my legs and kind of be like, all right, I'm just going to lean into it.
Remind me which episode that was.
That was the one with, like, the crystal, face reveal, Godric, Izanu, shit like that. Like, that was, like, when all the shit hit the fan and everybody went, uh-oh, this is serious. Like, all the fans are just like, oh, what the fuck? Like, it's like, yeah.
Is that the one where it started with with him eating the heart.
Yeah, it like starts with him dead and like floating, and then eventually it goes into Zanu's like going back into his memories. And you're watching the genocide or whatever, the attempt anyway. And then he pops awake with Zanu, and then Zanu's like, I'm gonna go eat a heart, and then he goes over Beauclair and eats the heart.
As you do.
As I do. And then, of course, like, Sips comes to life, and then is like, what the actual fuck? And then gets really fucking pissed. And, you know, tries to kill the princesses.
Was that also one of the first ones that you introduced music to?
No, I introduced music episode 14, the episode before. That was with
Okay.
Arena's fight.
Mm-hmm.
That was when
Right.
I got that commissioned.
Yeah, holy shit, they did a good job, though.
Yeah, though I don't. Yeah, did I? I think Shane actually gave it to me. He I can't remember, but I remember he wanted to do it and just gave me like, you could just, you know, maybe use it if you want, and I was like, I'll try. And music's always been a real hard part for me, not because like his music was bad or anything, but I just have a hard time not like putting music with my stuff and not cringing at it super hard because it's just like you feel like it could be cheesy.
Well, it feels like you're making an AMV, right?
Yeah, it's just like, oh no, is this gonna be cheesy as hell? But I kind of had to, like, I showed it to, you know, Felix, and he was like, you have to do it, because even though you may cringe at it, people might actually really enjoy this, and I think it's worth putting in. And I was like, okay. And then, of course, I don't regret it. I really enjoy that there is music there. And then from there on out, I was like, I'm gonna push myself to put fucking music in here. And I was very happy.
That was Cool Boy Shane, right?
Yeah, Cool Boy Shane.
I threw a link to his Twitter in the chat if you want to go check him out.
Yeah, he's got some really cool stuff. Very talented musician.
Actually, that kind
It's
of...
like one of those.
Go for it.
I was just gonna say, it's just one of those episodes where you like leveled up.
Yeah.
You just got the like next level achieved.
Yeah, I think the next level was probably the Zano episode I really liked that one. And then the Vicky episode,
Yeah.
the werewolf one. That's where I really tried to push as well, because there was a lot of timing with that, and I was so okay, chat. So I'm a little pissed, but I exported it with the wrong frame rate.
Oh no!
It's uploaded with the wrong frame rate. I was so pissed. I was looking at it and I'm like, what is wrong with this why is it like slowly, it's not smooth 100%. Like, I notice it because I work with it. Like, some people may not even notice it, but I notice it. And it's because I exported it with the wrong fucking frame rate. And it's already up, so it's like, well, I can't take it back. So I'm just kind of whatever. It's not that big of a deal, but I was just like, I put so much time and effort for it to be so beautiful. And now it's just kind of like, just like slowly moving.
Did you like
across the
animate it in
screen.
30 and upload it in 24?
No, I animated, it's opposite, 24, and
Okay.
I uploaded it in 30. So it was because I think at the time I was trying to figure out some settings. And I think that even like, oh god, I think even Vines #2 is also exported at the wrong fucking whatever, doesn't matter. People enjoyed it, doesn't matter. I'll know though.
Actually, fun fact that I'll share with the stream. Dan Avidan watched Fool's Gold Vines.
Yeah.
That's true.
And that's all I'll say about that. He knows Fool's Gold.
Yeah, it's wild. My life is wild, bro.
Yeah.
Our
Yeah.
lives
Yeah.
are wild.
All of our lives are wild.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really crazy, just the series of events that allow us to meet people.
I don't know, man. Yeah. I just ride the wave, bro. Ride the wave.
Actually, speaking of music, one person asked up here, do any of us play instruments?
I used to play guitar, and when I say used to, I mean when I was about 10.
I'm actually learning guitar as well, but I play a bit of piano.
Yeah.
I used to play guitar, but I dropped it. I didn't like it.
Mhm. I did piano for about 4 years. Um, because my family is very musician, so well, my dad is anyway. And so it was like, you gotta learn an instrument, and I was like, "Eh, piano. And so I tried. I hated it. You know what it was? I hated reading the notes. I actually really liked to play piano, but I hated doing it by the notes. So I would just make my own songs, and I'd play piano, but it was my own. So I have a hard time following rules.
Yep.
So
No.
What? I can't believe it.
You?
I actually, so I don't read notes either, because that's bullshit. I'd rather learn by ear or like by following a tutorial. But I found that I could understand notes better if I turned the sheet music on its side and read it like Guitar Hero.
Oh my god, that's interesting.
Yeah, so it's like if you turned it on its side, the notes are going down into their spots, like on Guitar Hero. So it's like, oh shit, I know where to put my hands now.
That's interesting. That's like a fun little like trick.
Yeah, I don't think it works on everything, but it was like my brain clicked when I did that.
Yeah.
You don't have to read music professional. You don't have to be able to read music to be a professional artist, because I think Dave Grohl can't read music. Like Foo Fighters, Dave Grohl.
Oh, okay.
He can read music. I think he said he can't.
I also
Or he
think
doesn't, at least.
Danny as well, like Danny Avidan. He talked about that he doesn't read music either.
Yeah,
He
well,
just goes
like,
by pitch.
I think like reading music is good for being able to record what you're doing, but like if you can play an instrument, what bearing does reading music really have on you?
Well, it's all about what are you doing with your skills, because it's like if you want to be part of like an orchestra, you probably have to learn, because it's one of those things where sometimes they just give you it that day, and they're just like, here it is, learn it, go for it, da da da, you know, and I mean, that's probably extreme exaggeration, but I'm just saying that they usually expect you. It's like a requirement. But yeah, I think if you're an independent artist, like it's fine if you don't actually know.
It works for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever works for you. I mean, I always think about the example of Toby Fox on how he made his music. Because they asked him like, how did you make, music for Undertale? And he's like, I literally went up to my mic and went and then tried to translate it into music.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't actually know how to write any music down, or even like be like, yeah, this is probably a C or something. He just like would make sounds with his mouth and then just like deconstruct it into music.
I'm all about that kind of stuff. Like I'm all about shortcuts. Shortcuts are great.
Yeah. Pretty much. That's like the best method for that. At least for like, if I had to make music, I would absolutely do that method.
Absolutely.
Of just like, like I would just record myself singing or something like that. So
it's funny because it's like, being able to write down music on a piece of paper is arguably the best. It's like, who do I want to make an easy time for? Present me or future me? Because present me is hating writing down music, but future me will be very thankful if I have written down music. But it's I don't think it's
damn, you passed me.
Yeah.
Just past me is like, tee. How many campaigns did we play together? Like, that was a lot. Because we started in the John campaigns. And there were like 2 or 3 of those, right?
We because we played with you, Carson, for a bit, but Avery, you didn't join until the Gurk campaign.
Yeah, I joined like maybe I joined the Gurk campaign.
And that was like the first time you ever played D&D as well, right?
Yep, first time.
Yep.
That campaign was wild because I mean, we're not going to tell the story of that campaign, right?
No, never.
Okay.
Absolutely not. Because I also don't remember it all. It's all a blur.
Avery's character kept dying and reincarnating, and I'm pretty sure you
Yeah.
played like a bunch of different characters in the monster manual.
I
'Cause-
started as a rogue, and then I became a doppelganger, and then I became a Kenku, and I think a Kenku is where I stuck.
Mhm.
Yeah. Blueberry.
Blueberry. And his name wasn't even Blueberry. That's what you guys just called him.
Oh right, that's what I. Yeah,
Pineapple.
that's true. That's what Girk just called him because
Add,
it was like
add
you're
that
blue.
to the characters that we just name on the spot.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's because I like Girk also has like minus something intelligence, and it was like he's probably just gonna go you blueberry. That's the best.
Birds like to eat blueberries.
Blueberries. Yeah.
God, that campaign was wild. Because that was your first time DMing all of us, right, Felix?
Yep, that was my first time DMing ever. I just started with John Puddles, and then eventually it went like you guys joined.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot.
Yeah, it was. All I remember is something about a big dragon, and him being evil, and like artifacts, and something with a book.
Which,
And...
okay, I gotta ask really quick. Is it cool if I make a video? Because your TPK video isn't 100% accurate.
Yeah, you can definitely definitely. I've talked about it before, I think on a live stream, but I essentially, for chat, essentially Carson's characters survived all the both those TPKs because one, you were gone for one, and second, I guess
the item that I had that didn't work throughout the entire campaign finally worked.
yeah, but it's sad because I actually really wanted to keep that part in the story, and I actually wrote it in. But when I read it out and I read it to Felix, it just didn't fit. It just it cut it up too much.
Well, and also
it made
I think
it not flow. So
I
was like,
was gonna say it ruined the momentum of the video, and I completely get that because
just kind of sucks. I really liked that moment.
it was an awkward situation that I think, just since I'm asking it, would be better for its own separate video. So
you can definitely make it, absolutely.
Yeah.
Go for it.
So there was that one with everyone together, Fool's Gold, Second Son, and God, we only play 3 full campaigns?
Well,
Second
with
Son was
Felix.
where we.
With
Yeah,
Felix,
with Felix.
because Carson, we played I think 2 more campaigns prior to the one that you died or didn't die. Sorry, didn't die. Because you also played what was that one guy that I accidentally?
Oh, right. The guy that was basically a ripoff of Simon from Gurren Lagann.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I didn't get that reference.
And then, well, he had a drill. That was basically it. But then it was replaced by the infinitely better pirate guy.
Right. Yeah. And then, I thought Pirate Guy died.
Pirate guy survived. He was in an airship and was launched away from it, but he survived and landed in the field of the Ampawopes. But his hair was permanently on fire.
Oh God, yeah. Okay.
Oh,
yeah, so he's probably dead. Yeah, he probably died.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's like that scene in Jurassic Park where the guy's just left behind in the car with the Dionysus. It's just like, he's probably dead.
He's probably dead. Yeah, that's yeah. So I think you at least had 3 characters with John, if not 4.
Mm-hmm.
And then we had 3 characters with Felix. So yeah, about 7 campaigns with you. It's pretty good. That's pretty good for a 10-year span.
Well, we go long form as well.
Yeah, well, yeah, and I mean, sometimes we just, die prematurely. And then it's like, well, toss that campaign out, let's get in another one. So, and a lot of our campaigns at the beginning before Fool's Gold was really just combat based. It was really just let's go from one town to another, let's solve a mystery. There wasn't much role play, which is fine. It was fun because it was also fun to hang out with our friends. But eventually we're like, role playing's actually kind of fun, and then we just kind of really leaned into it hard.
Yeah.
It really, you gotta remember when you're playing tabletop games that every table's different, and sometimes you gotta float around to find one that you belong in.
Yeah, and also just because you don't find everything you want in that one game doesn't mean you're not gonna get something out of it,
Mm-hmm.
you know? So, yeah.
Never know what you're gonna get.
Man, this must be a bitch doing it with a mouse.
Yeah.
I miss Paint Simulator.
Somebody actually dropped a compliment. It's cool seeing Dingo's progress. They've been watching Swoozy on YouTube for years, and the animations have gotten amazing over the years, so it's great to see your progress as well. 4.95 gold stars.
Hey! Thank you. Yes, I am very much trying, and every video I try a little bit harder. Oh, that's fucking awesome. So you can do that.
Jeez.
That's really smart.
Mm-hmm.
That's really cool.
Trying to see how I can connect it though.
Oh no.
Oh wait, let's see.
See this?
I
I wish
see.
we knew the name of the other game they made because they made it similar to this.
The Watcher.
Yeah.
That's what it was called.
The other one?
Yeah, The Watcher is what it's called.
You look, but then
Oh,
you watch.
okay.
Would Arena change her actions if she could, so her ex didn't dump
Puddles,
her?
your mic is muted.
Oh.
Hey, Puddles.
Hey. Hey, Puddles is here.
Hey.
Here, let me boost your audio.
Do I accidentally have her muted, or do you?
No, I think.
Nope,
I
she's
think
muted.
Yeah.
Okay.
She muted. Okay. Anyway.
But yeah, honestly, Arena's so headstrong, she probably wouldn't. She
What?
at this point in the story, Arena is right in her head. I'm sure that she regrets the fact that Abby dumped her, but it's at a point where Abby has to crawl back to her.
Well, with her current mindset.
Exactly. Like,
But, you know, character growth can happen.
yeah.
What the fuck is that? Also, hey, Puddles. Are you able to talk? No? Maybe?
Oh, that's a beautiful ending.
Oh wait, it's
Oh yeah. That's beautiful.
That's a nice little short.
Such a long con
Oh.
to trick the player into drawing a dick, even though it's probably the first thing they drew anyways.
Amazing.
Love it.
Oh geez, I'm behind. Do you get so engrossed in the animation progress that it's hard to not be overcritical? That's just animation.
Oh, stream just died.
Oh yeah, well it's basically done.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Here, let's see if I can throw something on.
Yeah.
Or I can just throw chat in the main box and we can just vibe.
Or here, I can quickly try to find something to fill it in.
Just put in the Slav squad.
Let's do. Oh Jesus.
My stream isn't ready screen is just Arena eating a hamburger.
I'll give chat the choice. Do you want bullets per minute or do you want Planet Crafter?
Ooh. Both are very good options.
Yeah, I'm kind of
Mhm.
leaning towards bullets per minute.
It's a pretty nice one because you don't. Have to
Yeah, I can put up a poll. Give me 1 sec.
Yeah. Let me just see. Yeah.
Let's turn you on. Turn the poll
Question for
on.
Felix: how is his prep work for the upcoming podcast that was part of the Full School Kickstarter campaign going? Not good. Simply because I have to actually finish up, all the writing and everything for the book, and then I can finally start prep on the next campaign. I find it really difficult to split my attention that way, because I don't know, planning, it's different to plan one shots and stuff like that, but to actually fully immerse myself in a campaign, I would rather just do the one nice campaign, and focus entirely on it instead of splitting my attention.
Well.
I was missing a lot of bullets per minute, so I'm gonna start it up.
All right. Do it. Do it.
Yeah, hang on, just about to throw it on. Give me a second.
Cool.
There you go.
see.
Oh shit! No, not what I meant to do.
Hmm. So wait, can I go back in time for a sec? Um, was somebody asking about Arena? Like, was there a question or?
Yeah, well, the question for Arena was dating, like, if she could go back in time and change her actions so that Abby wouldn't dump her, would she?
Mm.
And yeah, that breakup was a very much mutual understanding of Arena has a very strong personality and Abby couldn't handle it.
Well, I think it was more or less that Abby is a pacifist,
And
and
you murdered a kid.
Oh,
you
yeah,
murdered a
sorry,
person.
I was talking from Arena's perspective.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. But essentially, like overall, it's the idea that Abby was like, "Well, I'm a pacifist," and she's just like she doesn't want that life for herself, and she had hoped that Arena didn't want that life as well. And like, don't get me wrong, that bitch deserved to die. Like,
Hmm.
don't
Yeah.
get me wrong. But
She
the
didn't
thing
have to
is that
Mussolini her though.
yeah, I think that was really the thing is kind of pushed it over, and also just Abby is she is a pacifist. So
And
it
the
was
world
a
of
bit hard
adventuring
for her.
isn't really kind to pacifists. So once Abby got a
No,
taste of that life, I think she realized that that's Arena's life. That's what she
I
has to
mean,
accept.
yeah, Felix. I mean, you're the one who played Abby. Can you chime in at
On
all?
why she was so mad at Arena?
Yeah.
Uh, Abby's a pacifist and is not at all for any of that violence. I mean, Abby's honestly a little bit hippie.
Yeah.
So that was
I mean,
yeah,
she's technically
it
a
was pretty simple.
chiropractor.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, if the chiropractor wasn't a hint that she's a bit hippie.
Yeah.
So she's just not down for violence at all. And of course she understands, like, adventurers got adventure. But, you don't gotta
It's
do
not what
the
she
whole
signed up for. It's not what she signed up for, and I
Yeah.
think there was just like it's just misleading on. And I know from like at least from the way that I've been interacting with your character Carson
Mhm.
is that she doesn't like to be lonely. Like that's like her core is like she doesn't like to be alone. So it's like I think she would say anything to try to keep the people she likes around her,
Mhm.
regardless of if it's best for them or not. Um, so and that's kind of what bit her in the ass.
Mhm. No,
So
I think I completely get that.
yeah. So it's been very interesting. I like the more I've like deconstruct these characters, the more I've found some things that like we obviously didn't notice at the time, because we were just playing and just whatever. But I essentially have to like go back and like figure out why the fuck did we do that, or why did this character? I have to like completely pull like the actual person out of it and be like, why would this character do this?
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I actually found like I think Arena's like core is one of my favorites because like it has a lot to grow. Um and also it's just kind of neat. Where I was thinking about it and I think one of her cores is that she's a magical girl and she believes in like hope and friendship and love and all that stuff, but I think her journey is figuring out what that means. Like what does that mean? You know? Like is it like what does true friendship mean? What does true hope and love mean? You know? So I think
Yeah.
it's just kind of fun that it's like you can throw out buzzwords as much as you want as a magical girl, but do you actually understand what they mean? So I think that's like her journey.
Shit, I think
So interesting.
I think
'Ause
you found something that I didn't think of.
Right? But that's the thing. It's
No,
like
you're
it's
100% right though.
it's a cool concept. I was just thinking about it. I'm like, fuck, that's awesome because like I'd never seen that trope of like a magical girl that doesn't know what actually to be a magical girl is.
Mhm.
Like
she
what it
treats it legit like
actually
a
means.
costume. She treats the
Yeah.
persona like a costume and doesn't
Mhm.
Yeah.
understand that there's actually like there's a core to it. And it's also interesting that like of course she's like, yeah, peace and love and hope and all that stuff, but she's just like so doesn't
It doesn't
what is
register.
doesn't
Well,
register and like what's the word, like doesn't follow what she preaches. Like
Yeah.
and I think
she's such a selfish character at the core.
I think a cool progression of that too is so her mom was the previous magical girl. Mona probably didn't understand that either, and that's why Irina became that way. So she could surpass Mona as Kylandri's magical
emotionally.
girl.
Yeah, well, in emotionally, and I mean like, her mom didn't make the best decision.
No.
So it's like it's very interesting. I look at all of these characters and go like, aha, there's something there that's we didn't think about.
No.
And I
It's
You
kind
call
of
it
a twist on the chosen one trope, I guess.
you
Because
think
like
so?
if she's assuming the magical girl persona as like something that she inherited from her mom, then is it kind of like, oh yeah, this is my destiny, and I'm gonna be getting it right no matter what because this is what I was supposed to be doing.
Can
Can you hear me now?
Yeah,
There
now
you
I
are.
hear you.
Hey! Oh, that means I can turn
Hey.
this on.
Okay.
Jesus.
You got there in the end.
Jesus. Hello.
Welcome.
Hey.
Welcome to our chat.
Oh, where are
And
you?
chill. Chat and chill.
Sorry, I'm on phones.
It's okay.
Oh,
Okay.
I think I broke my computer.
Oh,
Oh,
no.
boy.
Oh gosh. Was it just not like it did it die like black screen like ah.
I don't know.
Oh, man.
Okay. Well, that's fine. I mean, you're here now.
Yeah.
But chat, this is Puddles, Julian's player,
I
and yeah. And,
Sassiest old man.
yeah, sassy old man. Love it.
Wreck your shit.
Yeah, regular shit. But yeah.
I can't change John's picture, so everyone's just gonna have to deal with it.
Oh, no worries. I got a picture for you.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
good.
I used my thinking brain.
Good job.
Yeah. So we're just chilling and chatting and like watching Felix murder bugs
On the beat.
Oh yeah.
on the beat. Yeah.
There we go.
Sounds neat.
Yeah.
Now everyone has a name.
Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
we mostly
you
been
know-
taking questions.
Just saw some audience people were asking. I'm playing bullets per minute, and it's like a rhythm-based shooter. And the character I'm playing, as you notice, has his health constantly draining, and I gotta kill things really fast to stay alive.
Oh. What's the benefit of playing them?
Just difficulty, and you unlock
Oh.
like new abilities.
Ah, okay. Because I was just like, why would you choose the character that does that? Why do you constantly want to die? Are you okay?
Well, challenge.
Yeah.
Okay.
He has this ability called Mark for Death. I'm not actually sure what it does. I think it deals bonus damage or it
Mhm.
recovers some health. Not sure yet.
Are you lagging or is that just me?
It looks like it's lagging.
Oh,
Oh.
God. It's
Is it?
rough.
Was it lagging the entire time?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, a good chunk of it. It's like, God damn, that is laggy. Oh, see, it's on the edge.
Yeah.
It
There's
could be
a
because
lot.
I'm moving very quickly and it's not able to
Yeah.
compress it.
Oh, that's true.
You're
You're too
Is this
fast.
the day I shell out for Nitro?
Really quick, Avery, what's your favorite Grandma Gothy moment?
Oh gosh. I think, you know what, I think it is when we used her to distract the chef so we could sneak into the basement, because that was just like my time has fucking come. And it's just like, no, leave it to me, I got this. And I just like wandered in there. And legit was just like, you know what? And just went full on crazy lady.
Yeah,
Mhm.
where
Same
am I?
grandma.
What's going on? Yeah, this is the best.
Harnessing something for good. That is legit one of my favorite all-time tropes. I think I've said that a lot recently. Is like when something is just an offhanded like running joke until the one moment where it actually comes in clutch and
Mhm.
it's not a joke anymore, and it's just like, no, this was actually really, really valuable. I love that shit. That's great.
Yeah,
Um,
amazing.
Gonna tidy up some easy ones really quick. Did Carson have a nickname while playing the game? Seems like everyone got a nickname. Nope. I was always Carson. Avery was always Avery. Dingo and Puddles were the ones with the nicknames.
No nickname for me either. Can't really do much with Felix.
Mm-hmm. Any other times I secretly played an anime character? That one time I ripped off Simon from Gurren Lagann. The one time that I played a Pathfinder summoner and basically made a stand out of a Daft Punk song. Arena. Then I think Luna was actually completely not based on anything in particular, just some tropes that I was into at the time.
It was the Persona
It was
4.
Persona.
It's
It was
Persona.
absolutely Persona.
Like,
Oh,
Persona,
bullshit.
legitimately, you had the mask at the table.
Well, yeah. So that's actually more along the lines of the whole Phantom Thief trope. I didn't base it on the Persona 5 lore of it. I just sort of used it as a prop since I like
His
the idea.
backstory was about an underworld that would reflect the bad side of everyone.
Was it?
I think it was. Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Yes, it was.
it was. It was Persona.
Shit.
it was Persona.
I remember late Luna a lot better than early
Yeah,
Luna.
I mean, you
of
developed
course.
him. It was fine, but it was
Shit.
like at
No,
the beginning.
no,
it
I
was
legitimately I must have blocked that out or something. I have to go back and read that backstory again.
No,
I think I even like searched it. Like, wait, what's this based on? Because I can use that info to make this better for his character.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, yeah, it's Persona.
There was Jacob Blanche. That wasn't an anime character. It was Jack Black at the end of Pick a Destiny.
That was pretty
That was
great.
a good one. I like
Yeah,
that.
that was a good
Yeah.
one.
Did I ever tell you guys about that one?
Briefly,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
good, good.
told us. It's a great character.
Mm-hmm. Well, so long story short, the idea was that what if Jack Black's character was really pompous and lost at the end of Pick a Destiny, and Satan turned him into a being that was lesser in that world, and they had to learn humility.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
I fixed my computer.
What is that beeping sound?
I think we're getting some feedback.
Yeah.
There, better?
Nah.
Yeah. There's.
Better,
still
but
here.
not gone.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can still hear us.
Give me a moment.
You're like
Yeah.
echoing infinitely.
Infinite.
Here, I'll take a look.
This is
Whatever
Puddles
happened to
coming to us from the
McSass,
void.
you'll find out.
Yeah.
Or will you?
Yeah,
Wait.
or
Better?
You
Say
might find
something.
out depending on what happens.
Yeah.
Everybody
Okay.
shush. We gotta hear Puddles.
Oh.
Say something.
Mm.
Eh?
Eh?
Yeah.
Oh. There we go.
I think we can. I
I
think it's
hear.
working.
I hear. Yeah. I hear. All right. I think it's working now. Did your computer just explode?
No. Not always the smartest person.
You're fine.
Yeah, you got
fine.
here in the
There
end,
is
right?
I'm going on the iPad.
You know what it is? You're just chanting Julian with technology for that stuff. It's just like, this technology is not what I'm used to.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What would
There
you
we go.
You guys
say?
want to hear a funny story from at work?
Sure.
Yes.
Yeah.
As long as it's
One
not
of the...
gruesome, hopefully.
Sorry?
Is it going to be gruesome?
No,
Oh, okay.
maybe.
Oh.
One of my coworkers was called to someone's room, and there was a bat in the room, and she caught it, and the lady
Oh
told
my
her to
gosh.
flush it down the toilet.
What?
Oh no!
Push the bat down.
Poor
No.
bat.
Yeah. Anyway,
Wow.
sorry, continue.
Okay. Wow.
Also,
Who can top that?
Also, some context. I think
This is
was
like-
supposed to work in a.
Yeah, exactly. No. Let's no context. I want nobody to know.
No,
where she
no
works.
context.
Nope.
Just based on the bat.
God, this is
Where do
reminds
you
me
think
of like
she works in chat? Based like in chat. Where do you think she works?
All right. Well, I mean, I'm gonna remember that story for a while.
Yep.
Yeah.
remember when like visited us and walked in as the first thing they said. Remember that?
What?
When John and Puddles has visited us.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like Puddles just walks in the door. It's like, oh man, we saw like a guy who was riding a motorcycle and died. And that was the same day I did my fucking motorcycle license.
Jeez.
Like, no.
And we were just like,
Ominous.
I don't need this bad juju.
Yeah. And we're gonna.
Sorry. I kind of feel bad about that now.
No.
No.
Yeah.
You guys didn't know.
Exactly.
Yeah, you
No,
didn't
please
know.
do tell me about the dead bodies. It's useful.
So that Felix can avoid that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Jesus Christ.
Here's a good one
Always
that everyone
comes
can
down
answer.
to
Oh, okay.
don't be an idiot.
Don't be an idiot. There's your advice.
All right. So, living or dead, who would you want to run a game for you?
Oh. Oh, like
real
anybody?
people?
Like real
They
people?
said complete fantasy, but I'm gonna say like fantasy characters or real people.
That's a very broad, but
All right, how about one of each?
okay.
Their example
Danny
is
DeVito.
Alex. Danny DeVito.
Oh yes.
What
But
would
everybody
you
gets to
expect
be
from
present.
Danny DeVito?
Oh. All right.
I feel like he'd have a well-crafted story with a shit ton of comedy.
Yeah. I think it would just go off the rails a lot, which would be a lot of fun.
He sounds like somebody that would absolutely run with the gold that he's given, and just
Mhm.
make it better.
Oh, do they have to be alive?
Nope,
No,
living
no,
or
no,
dead.
it's
Fantasy.
dead. Yeah.
I would love to play a game ran by Robin Williams.
I knew you were gonna.
That was
say
my
Yeah.
that.
second option. Yeah, that was
Dang
my
it.
second. Yeah. Absolutely.
That would be insane. And he'd be really great for that because he loved World of Warcraft, so he totally knows that genre and that stuff. I bet he totally played D&D too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, also Legend of Zelda, right?
Yeah, of course. I would say, Jack Black sounds like a really good one.
Mhm.
I think
Yes.
you'd also
I
get
want a
like
DM for him.
that would be great too.
I would want to be DM'd by Edgar Allan Poe. Because I feel like it would go wacky gothic. Like, it would be sad, it would be odd, and it would just be an all-around crazy time.
Everything would just be in like poems. And
Absolutely.
you'd be like,
And
what the
he would expect you to go with it, too. It would be a challenge.
Yeah, everybody's got to speak in poems. You get the haikus, you get the fucking like other versions of poems that I don't know.
And by the way, pick a family
Or
member. They're
ballads.
dead now.
Yeah.
Pick a
Everybody
sin
has
that's yours.
trauma. Everybody has trauma.
Mm-hmm. How about you, Felix?
Well, I'd love to like have Jack Black as one of my players. And I was thinking at first, like, who would like DM for me? I was like Gary Gaga. I was like, wait, no, because they played like a very like, what would you call it? Very crunchy D&D, not a lot of role play. I was like, yeah. I'm not sure actually.
It's a tough choice.
Mm-hmm. How about like a fictional character?
Yeah. I'm trying to think.
Fictional character to be my DM.
Yeah.
I feel like if you go with someone like All Might, that might be pretty fun actually.
He would
Because
really
the energy at
encourage
the
you to
table
do your
would be
best.
amazing.
Yeah. It's like I'd love to have a fantasy character that could literally just like make illusions, so you could see things.
Oh,
What if
yeah.
we just take the genie from Aladdin then? Like,
Yeah.
oh, wow.
That's the best of both worlds.
Oh my god!
That's
you put them
Robin
together.
Williams and Fake.
Nice.
It's just best of both worlds. You got
Yeah.
everything
Got the
in a single
answer.
package.
Yep.
There's the answer. Everybody takes that answer.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm. So it all comes back to Robin Williams.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I believe we had a question over here. Each of our favorite moments from the campaign that we're allowed to talk about. And also, they want to say thank you to Dingo. You got them into D&D, and it's been amazing to follow
Aw.
your D&D chaos story.
That's so nice.
Yay.
Yay! Adding to the cult.
Yeah.
Join the cult.
Just remember to buy your hooded cloak and only play in basements.
And t-shirts. Make
Yeah.
sure to go buy Carson's t-shirts.
Yeah,
Part of the cult.
I guess.
So what? Oh wait, what was the question?
Secret
Our
full-blown
favorite
moments that
moments.
aren't spoilers.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. So yeah, up to this point. Who wants to go? Who wants to go?
Favorite Fool's Gold moment?
Yeah.
For me, it was always going to be the Claire reveal.
Oh,
God.
yeah, that was a good one.
That was
Like, I should just retire. I'm never going to top it. Why even bother making another campaign?
Yeah, the surprise, the tension and the rising surprise at that table was palpable. Did
The
we all
setup was
clock it?
perfect. Like, the
No.
tension was amazing. And it was even better because, like, it was the realization going around the table, like cinematically, like one by one,
I
it sunk in.
Oh, I remember that picture perfectly because, okay, a little bit of
I
background.
clocked it first.
No.
No.
I clocked it first
Did you?
because I couldn't talk. I wasn't like you guys all told me I couldn't talk, and I knew who it was, and I went fuck, but I couldn't tell you guys. So I remember just staring at you guys, being like just like breathing intently because I knew this bitch was there, and like slowly you guys well, it wasn't that slow. You guys got it like literally a second after.
I think
But
probably as soon as we saw your reaction, we realized like, okay, we have context for this now. If she's
Yeah.
reacting like this has got to be somebody that we know.
yeah. And then everybody just went boom, boom, click, click. But I just remember the pain that I couldn't tell you guys because I was just like, I can't talk.
So funny.
Favorite moments.
I feel like my favorite moment from my character was when Bouclair revealed that her parents were dead, and Arena, instead of lashing out, contained that and went through it rationally in this moment of clarity that her life has fallen apart. I think that's something that was really rare for Arena that didn't really pop up again afterwards. That's when I figured out how to act in a situation like that. You know, it's like
It was like more than just it was like more than just a reactionary thing. It was like an actual thought process. Yeah.
It was something that I had to go through as well, because it's like, this is being dropped on me, and this is being dropped on my character.
Yeah.
What is an appropriate reaction to this?
Yeah.
And Arena's not dumb.
No.
She's spontaneous and selfish and not a great friend, but she's not dumb. And I feel like that was the moment where I realized she's not dumb.
Well, Felix's how-to book on how to make you experience all 9 stages of grief in a single session.
Yeah.
If you buy the Fool's Gold book, that's literally in there.
Yeah.
Fool's Gold. There you go. That's 1 2 little O's. Jeez.
False Gold.
But my favorite moment in general was actually, it's always been Sips's interactions with Vicky. I genuinely believe that was one of Sips's biggest growth moments, and one of the best ones that I've seen you guys play so far, between Dingo and Felix.
That was such a fun. Those were such fun sessions. You guys were laughing your ass off. It was the best.
It was so funny.
It's such a good.
Favorite. So hard to pick. I usually. I do like the end of the Halloween special, actually, where you had us going through the horrible mansion, and at the very end, Gothy turns into a Shark Hound, because that was all up to rolls. Like, that wasn't just like, okay, I'm gonna say I can do it, and then I can do it, because we'd never addressed that before. You could turn into a Shark Hound. So I managed to, like, it was just like, okay, like, beat the save and you can do it, and then I did it, and it was a great way to just be like, yeah, fuck you, mess with my dog.
Yeah, tore his fucking head off. It was amazing.
How about you, Puddles?
Yeah. For your character, what was your favorite moment?
Or in general?
Yeah.
My favorite moment was when we were with the first crystal and you guys were taking it very, very seriously, and John and I literally just fucked around the whole time.
Is that the one where Gorthin just yeeted himself off the side of the building for no reason whatsoever?
No,
That
that's
was
the one
second
where
one.
you guys were trying to figure out all the puzzles, and John and I were just taking apart all the robots and grabbing all the crystals, and you guys were figuring all them out.
That was where you started your robot army.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I love that. I mean, okay, so then for me, so it has to be like your character or whatever.
No, it can be any moment. I just provided one of each because
Oh, okay. All right, then I guess I'll do the same bit. But favorite moment. Oh, that's tough because there's like a lot of good shit.
You
that
get
I'm
what?
really- well okay wait, no I get two. I got one that's my character and then one that's just like a really good moment.
I don't know if that's gonna allow it.
I did absolutely love the moment with Kinora where Gothi comes out and slaps her in the face.
Oh yeah.
That was really good.
That was a
'Cause
good bro moment. Yeah.
that was such a good promo because it was just like there was so much tension and I didn't know what to do because I was just like I want to kill this bitch and then of course my magic didn't work and then I was like stuck because it was like what do I do? And then you just literally just like transformed back and slapped her across the face. And I was like, all right, cool, roll for initiative kind of shit. Let's go.
I like that too. That was a good one. That was so
Yeah.
satisfying.
That was really good.
It was so funny. So funny. For Sips, I think I mean, of course I love all the like the Vicky interactions. Those are always like amazing. Um But I think it's like do I want to be serious or not serious?
One of each.
Well,
Yeah,
I'll give you 3. It's my stream.
no. Okay, so I really liked well you know what, this is kind of a mix. So it kind of hits both. But the time when he got eaten by the T-Rex, because it was such a funny like originally when he found out that the boxes were owned by a Beastmaster or whatever, he got really pissed, obviously. And then it was just like, I'm just gonna throw this guy off, take his boxes, throw them out, because like they have creatures in them, and he wants to let them go. And then he's gonna steal his cart, because fuck him. And he did, and it was very like it was therapeutic. It was very good for Simpsons. Like, but this is all ego. This is him just like being pissed off and emotional. And then of course, Felix is like, "You hear something behind you," and it's like, it's probably not good. And then of course I saw a fucking T-Rex, and I'm like, "Oh, awesome, awesome, so good." And then it kept going, obviously, till eventually resulted in getting eaten, which is just the fucking best, of course.
Mhm.
Not at all a core fear of mine of dinosaurs and getting eaten.
Fun fact,
So-
Felix really likes Vor for some reason.
No.
Every DM likes eating their players. Come on.
Oh god. Don't clip that. Uh anyway, so yeah, but what I really liked about that whole interaction with Sips being in the Tarrasque was that, or not Tarrasque, the T-Rex, is that Zanu kept trying to help him, but he kept refusing it. And, you know, even, like, Kazanu's literally like, you're gonna die. Like, what the fuck? Like, you're gonna die. And then Sims is like, don't you fucking dare take over my body. I will do this myself. Like, fuck
Did the
you.
opposite of metagaming. Just like
Yeah,
Mhm.
it was. It was the absolute, because I knew he was dying. Like, I had, like, I remember just, like, rolling the dice to try to, like, get him out. And it kept failing and failing, and then I knew that every round I was taking about 1d6 of acid damage, and it was just getting so rough, and I knew he was about to pass out, and that was meaning death. Because it's literally like, you pass out in acid, you're not getting back up, unless you have a really fucking great con roll.
you're a sleepwalker.
Mhm.
Yeah, or sleepwalk. Yeah, exactly, and that's what happened, right? So, yeah, that was a really good moment, because that was my moment of being like, man, he will do anything in order to stay in control of his life. Like it's such an ego thing. He's so driven by ego, and then it was just a decision that I was like, he wouldn't allow Zonu to take over. He just wouldn't.
Mhm.
And because he doesn't want to appear as weak for himself, like he would, you know, beat himself up about it. And then of course the result was that he was stuck at 60%, and I just remember going like, well, fuck, like, all right, okay. And then that moment where I just kind of accepted it and was like, fuck it. You know what? Fuck it. I don't fucking care anymore. I'm not gonna worry about this shit anymore. He's gonna be chaotic as hell. Let's fucking go. Like, this is his run. You know?
Your monkey levels up.
And this is it.
I mean, that's probably the best application of that's what my character would do.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, yeah. I like when you do that's what my character would do, but it actually like hinders them. I love flaws.
saying that's what your character would do and then fucking with other players can hit sour. But if you're doing it for like a reason, then I'm sure that your table can appreciate that.
It's definitely if you can like make it story wise that they would do that like properly, like if a character slaps another character, like everybody would be like, oh, but it's like, but okay, what did that other character do to that character? You know, it's just like, oh well, they like talk shit about their mom and there's like a deep dark secret about their mother or something like that. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
And then they get slapped across the face. So yeah, it's all about context.
Well, like in Second Son, when we were below the Underdark, right? And Avery's character and Dingo's character were both super important. Dingo's character, I'm allowed to talk about it, right?
Yeah, I'm never gonna tell this campaign.
Baller.
Yeah.
So Dingo's character inherited the power of Mother Nature and becoming the goddess of nature.
Yeah.
And Avery's character was BFFs with Satan and had like an incorruptible heart so that relationship with Satan could actually happen.
This was also the corgi, by the by. The corgi was the best friends with Satan.
Yeah, and not just like an anthropomorphic corgi. It was a 2-foot tall corgi that was awakened.
He was a legit corgi that just like he could walk and talk, but he was legit a corgi.
Yeah. The best.
And my guy had a gun, and that's what made him special at that point in time.
Yeah.
And there was a deal that we had to make where in order to go through below the Underdark, they had to place a curse on us that if we broke a contract, we would die. And reasonable argument, who would be the best person to die in this situation? The person who is BFFs with Satan, that has an incorruptible heart. The goddess of nature, who if she dies, nature's gone. Or the guy with the gun.
Guy with the gun, yeah.
And to their credit, they did a really good job at sounding absolutely horrible to my character. Where they were like, listen, you know, there are lower stakes if you die. Whereas if we die, you know, it's going to be a bad time for everyone. So you should take one for the team. And my character was like, you're literally telling me that I should die for this, huh? And
I find it funny though, because the instant we had the deal, your character tapped out.
oh, absolutely.
You did the finger on the nose, like not
Yeah,
me.
I did the finger,
Of
not
course, we're
me,
just
and our
like, hey,
characters
bud,
were like,
do you want to talk
bruh.
about this first before you tap out?
Absolutely. I'm not saying that he was
So,
any better.
Don't
but-
preface this conversation with our characters were being dicks. Meanwhile, your character is just like, I'm out, guys, I'm
No,
out.
but like,
immediately before we start the conversation.
with the reasoning, like the way that he took it, he fucking bailed on the party for like a good little bit to try and think, and just the feelings that he went throughout trying to think of what was going on, what was the right thing to do, and what he should do, made him have an inferiority complex because he realized, oh shit, they're right. If I die, it's not going to be as big of a deal. Why am I lesser than these people? And it culminated in him eating a blood moonberry during a big fight, risking corrupting himself because I don't believe we were sure at that moment, because he was a kitsune, whether that counted towards the lycanthropy thing.
Yeah, which would mess you up.
Yeah, but he did it anyways just because he wanted to prove himself. And I think that was a really big moment of discovery for the character for me.
That was a good moment. I like that moment of the berry and stuff like that. Yeah.
And then he just walked around with a bag of the Blood Moon berries and only used it like maybe 3 more times in the campaign.
Yeah.
That's what I like about our group. We self-nerf.
We try. Yeah. But Felix gives us a lot of shit, so like
yeah,
good
we
stuff.
don't need to self-nerf half the time. Felix will just come in like, hey, guess what?
Yeah, which I like. I actually really don't like to be overpowered. It ruins the game for me, to be honest, because it's like it doesn't give a lot of struggle. I like struggle. And even with like Sips, I made sure that when he got the ability to do the like souls and stuff, soul pushy, he wouldn't be cool with it. I was like, nah, he's not cool with it. He's not gonna do it.
Mhm.
So it's like, even though you gave me the fucking power of a god, I was just like, nah, I'm good.
Well, that's an interesting thing to do, because it's like, it is a character trope to have incredible power and not use it.
Yeah, and I guess it depends on how like your character visualizes what that means. Like, because like for Sips, it was just like a moral thing of like, I don't want to deal with people's souls. Like the fuck, like I don't want to.
Ironically, for Sips, who wants to be in control at all times and hates not having control, I think he also doesn't like being in control of other people at all.
Yeah. He doesn't like to. He doesn't want to control people.
Yeah, because he knows how shitty it feels.
Mhm.
Yeah, so I think that was one of the reasons also I chose to not allow him to use the soul magic, because I was just like, it just doesn't align with his morals as much as he has twisted morals. It's just like, he
the
doesn't
one
want to
moral.
take control of anyone, because
Well-
he's just trying to get control of his own fucking life. He doesn't need to control you.
Sips absolutely has his lines in the sand that he won't cross.
Yeah, well, it depends on the level of curse.
Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't particularly like to use mind control stuff. I think that he's only like really early on I may have used it because I didn't understand his character. That's literally it. So
Yeah.
Actually, it was
as you
really
more-
interesting in Second Son, because we kind of rotated around the table the trope of characters that we played.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. We kind of like moved a little bit to the left.
Mhm.
It's just like chink. Yeah.
Also, on a side note, I did enjoy that how like I was playing a corgi and you were playing a fox essentially, Carson, and our two characters just like did not get along the same way you would imagine like a fox and a dog not getting along.
Mhm.
Yeah.
It wasn't as heartwarming as the Fox and the Hound.
No, this was more just like the dog is just like, why don't you follow rules?
And then the Fox was like, "Why do you let bad stuff happen by following the rules?" It was a fun dynamic. Oh, go for it.
Sorry. No, finish up, and then I want to bring something else up.
It was a really fun dynamic because each of us played a different version of good. We had the Corgi Knight Milo as a lawful good, Lesia the Drider Druid as a neutral good, and Luna the Kitsune Phantom Thief as chaotic good. And, you know, they're all striving towards the same thing, but they can't all agree on how to do it.
It's
almost like it was it's almost like the Fool's Gold crew right now in the fucking series.
So good. But it's also like, I didn't even need to put you guys in front of like a moral dilemma or anything like that. It's just like, no, it's like, hey, here's a bad guy, he's hurting people, go deal with him. And you guys instantly would be like getting into tizzies about it with each other with the differing views on good and evil.
Yeah.
We should kill this guy because like he's evil. It's like, no, we should like rehabilitate him. It's like oh my god, guys, just fucking go get the guy. I don't know how much more simple I can make the quest. Just go get him.
Meanwhile, the guy has like slaughtered 8 people and broken out of the jail.
Yeah, and we're like,
yeah,
but maybe, and it's like, no.
swear to God, just kill him.
Yeah.
Pacifist bastards.
Yep.
Yeah.
Avery, you were gonna bring something up?
I just thought that we should maybe throw some rapid fire questions towards Puddles because she missed out a lot of the questions earlier on in the stream.
Yeah, this is your once in a lifetime opportunity to ask the one and only Julian some questions.
So yeah, throw them in chat, and I will ask them in the order that you asked them.
Yeah. Also, did we have any prior questions?
No.
What's Julian's favorite kind of pasta?
Oh yeah. What's Julian's favorite pasta?
Well, this is a very hard question.
Ooh. Yeah, we need to know your favorite pasta and then your favorite tea.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Oh God. Um.
Hmm.
My favorite tea or Julian's favorite tea? I'm sorry.
Yours, like the
Mine?
player.
Oh, my favorite
Ah,
tea is English breakfast.
Good choice.
Um,
good
but I
choice.
also like the Sipology chai tea lattes that you can make. They taste really good if you make them into a chai tea cookie.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, you were talking to
Yeah.
me about that. It turned out well.
Yeah. Oh, they're great. Chai tea butter cookie. It was really good.
Oh.
And like my favorite, or Julian's favorites, like noodles.
Julian's favorite pasta.
Julian's.
Oh, it's
Julian's
Julian's. Okay.
favorite pasta. Oh, it'd have to be something really pretty and just like ridiculous. I don't know, maybe like a seafood pasta where the clams and oysters are still in their shells.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and it probably doesn't taste the greatest, but man, it looks gorgeous.
Or it's like those weird pastas that are like really big corkscrew looking things and they're hollow all the way through. Those are big, crazy pastas.
Oh
Mm.
yeah, those are.
Oh, and they even look like fucking. They look like things that a robot would have anyway. So
Yeah.
that actually.
What was Julian's impression of the other characters?
Oh yeah.
Um, Julian doesn't really judge very much. Like, I think the only time he got really mad was when you guys woke up the Tarrasque and he was in the middle of sleeping. He was pretty pissed.
Very fitting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he came out in like his robe and everything. Was like, "What the bleep is going on here, you guys?" But besides that, he's way more of like a grandpa than anything. He'll see you mess up and he's like, "Eh, we'll figure it out next time."
He always
He's never.
sorry, go for it.
It's just I don't know, not really judgmental. And if he needs to, he'll sometimes give you a gentle or aggressive shove in the right direction.
He reminded me of like the grandpa who plays chess in the park that if you're walking by and you're watching, he'll invite you to play.
Yeah, I could see that. Hmm.
Give you tea.
With this tea, yes. If he has
Yeah.
time, he has so much shit to do all the time.
Similar question. What's Julian's favorite thing about the rest of the party?
I think how everyone was so different, but they all fit together so nicely.
Mm-hmm.
Like everyone kind of, I don't know, like everyone
Complementary?
had their own extremes, but we
Mhm,
still
yeah.
were able to work effectively as a team. And I
Yeah.
think he was very proud of them for that. He knew even when crazy Gothy was crazy, he's like, yeah, they'll figure this out. Like, it'll be fine. Everything will turn out well in the end. And he also when Julian was in like a really dark place, the rest of the team also came and helped him out with that. So he's basically forever in their debt.
Aww.
Aw.
Aw.
That's so sweet.
Would Julian and Gorthan ever marry?
Julian is already married.
Mhm.
He actually has 2 daughters and 2 grandbabies. I think Julian and Gorthan might have more of like a bromance going on than he'd like to admit. I'm pretty sure his wife bothers him all the time whenever he's with Gorthan. It's like, oh, you're with your boyfriend, huh? But yeah, no, Julian is deeply in love with his wife and will never even consider another person.
Aww.
That's
Aw.
sweet.
Takes a lot of willpower to resist Gorson.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah. Do you see that butt? Like,
Right.
Exactly.
You see those pecs? Yeah.
That's the bellowing wilds' ass.
Bellowing ass.
That's what Gorthan did, not his general ass. We got a couple of non-Julian questions. Are there any other tabletops that we've played? Not necessarily together, but other ones that we've played.
Yep, I've played Dark Heresy, Pathfinder. John technically plays 3.5, but it's kind of just like a broken, disgusting, amazing version of 3.5.
It's 3.5 where John picks what he likes and throws it in.
Basically, he's very much the rule of cool.
Mhm.
Yeah, and we have a lot more RPG books in our house that we're currently going through.
Hmm.
hmm Dark Heresy was actually pretty cool, but you can't find the books anymore.
Aw.
Oh, really?
Are they
Yeah,
just
it's
out
out
of
of print.
print?
Yeah.
Oof.
Oh, okay.
Uh,
Yeah.
I played the Konosuba tabletop game. Actually, if you join us on Saturday evenings, you can check it out.
Not this evening, but
Mhm.
Yeah. No, we're taking a break to do stuff with friends because I'm celebrating my friends this week.
We...
Yeah, Shark
Celebrating
Week. Which
friendship.
oddly enough, number one, it's International Friendship Day today.
Hey.
Hooray.
I love you guys.
I love you
Miss
guys
you.
too. And number two, I accidentally did this during actual Shark Week.
Hey. So it was perfectly
done.
aligned.
I was giving you full credit for the timing, but okay.
This is better than actual Shark Week because in here we don't pretend that sharks are mindless monsters.
Exactly.
Whoa.
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 There's a lot
What?
going on.
Really dropping the bomb
Whoa.
here.
I
What?
love sharks.
No, that's what I'm saying.
They
That's
they
what I'm
deserve
saying.
more than a week.
Oh shit, I'm sorry, I misheard you. Yes, they're amazing. You're more likely to die by a coconut or like a cow. Or a coconut and a
shark.
cow, like.
No,
Also-
no, Shark Week. I'll be saucy about it for just a second.
Do it.
Like Shark Week has in the past. I don't know if they're doing it this year, but in the past, for the angle of drama, they have made Shark sound like bloodthirsty and malicious and calculating, which is like they're just vibing and we're in their house, and sometimes they just want to. The only way they have to test out to see what we are is by giving us a nibble, and it's
Yeah.
not their fault. They don't have
Mhm.
hands.
They're
So,
like a baby. Needs to
yeah.
put it in their mouth first.
Yeah. But sharks are nice, and you should leave them alone, and they're important.
hmm
Just vibing.
What was the comic that Avery made of Gothy getting back and a large creature drinking her tea? Has that yet? Is that yet to come, or has that already happened?
I cannot answer that question.
It's all for fun.
Yeah.
Sometimes I want to draw dumb stuff because I want to draw dumb stuff.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What would Julian do if someone? Oh, I think I'm thinking of the comic now. Okay, yeah. What would Julian do if someone actually called him Grandpa Julian?
Oh.
Just go with it. You'd probably give him a hug and be like, grandbaby. But no, actually, you'd just go with it. Like, okay, keep
Yeah.
going.
I have a Julian question.
Do it.
So I do get some similar vibes between Julian and Wizardly. Like they're kind of just like old and tired. So like, would they get along?
I think so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Also-
Yeah.
I also ridiculously overpaid Wizardly for my caravan. So he's probably like the dumbass who paid me like 10 times the amount it was actually worth. Hey, bro, come in. You can have a beer.
Yeah,
Actually-
you just paid for extra, like, you paid so much he has, like, an extra level to his house. It's just...
I like to
Basically-
think that when Julian is having tea with Wizardly, that's when he won't answer our calls because it's that important to him.
Yeah,
And honestly, probably the whole time we're just bitching about you guys.
Yeah.
probably.
Sips would be so mad if he phones up Julian and Wizardly's just in the background having tea. He'd be
Yeah, he'd be
so
like,
mad.
What the fuck?
Traitor!
How'd Julian get into tech?
So Julian's whole concept was he was like a crafter. And I played another crafter before him who was all about like electricity and electronics. And I really enjoyed that aspect of this other character and not having to rely solely on magic. So I felt like Julian, his background is he basically trained for every and any craft. I think I had 10 crafts that he could do at the beginning before we even leveled
Yeah.
up.
Mm-hmm.
And I put down electrician, like, or electrical work or whatever, because I enjoyed the idea of not having to use magic for everything. oh hey, like we can use these, um, we can do these different things and still get the same result without having to always rely on magic. I don't know. I like that idea as well.
Me too.
Yeah.
So at the beginning, Julian had knowledge in electronics, like he understood basic. But then once when he saw the robots, it basically gave him a hard on. And he's like, I need to figure out how these motherfuckers work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and he tore it apart. And yeah, you probably didn't see him for a month. I don't even remember.
There's definitely periods of time where he's just gone, and then it's just like, where did he go? And it's like he's in the dragon, just like tinkering away. It was great because that shit would break on us all the time.
Yep.
Yeah, it worked out really well in the end. Actually, I was happy with how his character progressed in that way.
Actually, now I have a question. How do you feel about the way that you left Julian off in the campaign?
I was sad that we left, but I felt at the moment Julian himself could be just him. Like he didn't need me anymore in a sense. He could become like his own NPC with how his craft developed, how his family was there with him. And we talked with Felix and we left him in a state where he could still help you guys.
Yeah.
Without me having to control that aspect of him.
Yeah, if we needed it.
So yeah, no, I'm happy with him. Like he's you know how you play those characters sometimes and you're like, damn, I'm not happy with how that ended. Like
Yeah.
it's one of my characters I'm currently playing. I had to go back to him to give him a happy ending because I couldn't leave him in the state he was in. But Julian is like, Julian has legit the perfect life right now.
Yeah.
I could never go back and play him unless if it's just a goofy adventure like side quest, but never a serious adventure.
Yeah, he was fulfilled.
For sure.
It's really rare to have a character that ends like that too, so I personally would be extra motivated to just leave them that way.
Yeah. It's like Undertale when you play the pacifist run and you're like, all right, I'm done.
Yep.
You guys live happily ever after.
Deleted the game.
Yeah.
In D&D, it's hard to sometimes reach that good ending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You really gotta literally work for it sometimes.
Yeah.
As long as you don't get TPK'd.
Yeah.
All you got to.
Romy says Julian is the epitome of silent sass and shade.
Yeah.
For Felix, if they tried to use the soul gem from the dragon to open the portal, would something else have happened?
Yes. If they tried to use a soul gem. I'm trying to remember if that was included in the book or not. I think so.
I think you are gonna include it.
Okay, so
I mean, I've reworked it a few times as we like played through the campaign, and also as I worked through the book. I've like changed it a bunch of times. I just remember my first draft was it was gonna open a portal to hell, and they were basically gonna play Doom for a little while.
Yo.
That was my very first draft.
But for the new draft, you can go check things out over here.
Yeah.
You have no idea how much that Fool's Gold command comes up.
Aw.
It's I don't know how much traffic you guys have gotten from it, but it pops up very often.
Well, I really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Question for Avery. If Gothy hadn't regained her sanity, how many more ducks would she have had at the end of the campaign?
As many as she could get, because she wouldn't remember the last batch. She'd be like, oh, look, more ducks, and just add them.
She's just like, you know what I would want? A duck. And she's
You know what would be great in this situation? A duck. She's like, oh, look, there's one now.
Oh, it's your birthday? I got you duck, but I'm keeping it.
Yeah, and then eventually one day she walks into her house. She's like, where the fuck did all these ducks come from? Get out!
Old Gothy was a very Ghibli grandma.
Yes.
It was good time.
It's the best.
Um,
I enjoy animating her. She's the best.
Old
I also
Gothy
love.
has compilations on YouTube already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know whose favorite is Old Gothy?
What?
My mom.
Aww.
My
That's
mom
so
loves Old Gothy. In
It's
fact, in
so
fact,
good.
my mom loves the Fool's Gold videos. I get excited texts from her whenever you post a new Fool's Gold
That's
video.
so cute.
Yeah, she so loves Gothy. I brought her T-shirts because you bought like a whole box of T-shirts for us,
Yeah.
and I was just like, all right, picking them out and going to my mom, and she loved them so much. She loved the Animal Crossing one and the Buff Duck. Yeah,
That's so
but I
good.
think Old
I'm so
Gothy's her
glad.
favorite.
I'm so glad. Well, you can tell your mom that, next episode's August 2nd. So.
Yeah. And if you guys want to recap, tomorrow I'm going to be doing a full rewatch of the series, which
Dang.
took 5 hours last time, and it's been about a
Wow.
year of episodes. So,
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Are you okay?
uh,
are
ask
you
me
gonna
after
be
I'm done.
okay? Yeah, Jesus Christ.
I mean, marathon streams can be fun if the content's good, and I feel like the content's good, so.
At least you can have you can talk throughout it a bit
Oh,
where
yeah.
you can just be like, because you lived it, so you can be like, yeah, that
Yep.
sucked. Yeah,
Well, and
that
the
was
plan is to
rough.
have an open Discord call where anyone can roam in. So,
Oh, that's cool.
yeah, so like any of the previous guests, anyone from the Sunday crew, and anyone who has access to the channel can just walk in.
That's cool. That's really, really cool.
Mhm.
I hope you have people that pop in. I have to say I won't because I absolutely hate watching my shit, so I can't do
No,
that. I have
it's
a
really
hard
hard to
time.
watch your own stuff because it's like you lived making it, so you know every
Well,
single bit of it.
it's just, you know what it is? It's just like looking at your old art. You know when you see that and you go, God damn it. And then also, like, I don't really mind the visuals as much as I mind the voice. I can't stand listening to my voice a long time ago because
Mm.
it's like, man, my voice acting was terrible back then because I didn't know how to voice act. So I have not listened to my old episodes forever. I think the only time I actually listened to them was there's a guy who watches them and reacts to them. That's the only time I've actually listened because like I think I watched his stuff for reaction because I was like I got stuck once and was like, man, how are people taking this information and what do I need to be better at? So I actually just like watched a couple of his episodes just to be like, is he getting it? Am I off? And stuff like that. So it's just like it's actually helped me like write to just know where people's mindsets are when it comes to my shit.
I never.
Anyway,
That's
that was a
interesting.
tangent.
Yeah. Uh, for Felix, what would you say is your favorite piece of homebrew that you've made? Of course, that we can talk about so far.
Oh man, that's hard. There's so many good ones. Um, the reasonable answer would be to say my alchemy system,
Mm.
Mhm.
because brewing potions is a ton of fun. Like I know Avery was just totally digging into that system, and
Yeah.
it was always cool to see the crazy shit that we come up with.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I
Yeah,
did,
I got to beta test that basically. Like I got
Yeah.
the OG version of it, and you've cranked it up by like 10 notches since I was using it.
yeah, it's crazier now actually. Um,
More madness, more chaos.
And actually, I took inspiration from you doing that to make the class change system in the RPG that I'm running, because
Ooh.
they don't have a way to experience everything unless you're playing with a bunch of people. So I tried to craft a system where you could combine certain aspects of classes using cards and get booster packs depending on like how you roll and what class that you get and stuff like that.
That's
But
cool.
it all started because I loved what Felix did with the alchemy system, integrating something that a player would enjoy that was outside the confines of the current system.
Mm-hmm.
hmm.
So you can slap your back on that one.
Thanks, Senpai.
Mm-hmm.
Yay. Otherwise, I'd also just say the mech dragon. I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
a fucking mech dragon. Come on.
That was just funny.
Let's see. Do I remember the Shadow Cat?
What?
I might not. Is that like the Displacer Beast? And will the Power Stone have to be replaced?
What? What are we talking about?
What are we talking about?
This
I
could have
feel
been a
like I'm
question
gonna
from earlier that
remember.
we don't have context for anymore.
Oh, okay.
So,
All right. We shall move on then.
yep. I think that's the only relevant question left.
Okay. Well, I personally still have to go eat dinner.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah,
say
gosh.
it's
I have
it's
a nice
actually
midnight snack.
it's
Yeah.
around time right now. It's midnight for me. So
Mhm.
this is probably a good place to end.
Sounds fair. You've got a long day tomorrow.
Yeah, well,
That's
I'm going to
we've
work
heard.
before that too. So,
Oh my god.
God.
Woo!
You like suffer.
oh, sorry, Gothy's Power Stone. So,
Okay.
will Gothy's stone that she was stabbed with ever have to be replaced?
Oh.
You can buy the book to find out.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought that was in the playtest material.
Yeah, but the playtest is outdated. That's why it's
Oh,
playtest.
okay.
Yeah, that's why it's a playtest.
No, we have to get the playtest out so soon that like it didn't really go through editing yet. It was a nice raw experience.
You got to see Felix's raw work.
Oh, I vaguely remember it. Sorry, it's been a hot minute. That was the one for your Greek mythology-based campaign, right? I remember it being super rad. Can we take one last question?
Sure.
For Gothy.
Oh.
Would Gothy might have potentially weaponized her duck army at some point?
Old Gothy, absolutely. That she would have done like the whole fly, my pretties, fly, ah! And just like Wizard of Oz, like da-da-da-da-da, and then she just comes upon someone. That would have absolutely happened.
I feel like there's an
but-
alternate timeline in where old Gothy is the bad guy and she's using Doom Ducks.
I think Old Gothy is Boo Claire. Is that old timeline Boo Claire?
Oh boy. We have the alternate timeline set up. We have to do Fool's Gold B. B standing for Bad Gothy.
Yeah.
Alright, but thank you everyone for hanging out. Big thanks to my patrons, Trom and Radiance, as well as my guests, Dingo, Felix, Avery, and Puddles, for hanging out with us tonight. As I said, I'm going to be back tomorrow to rewatch the entirety of Fool's Gold for you guys.
Fucking speed.
God, it's going to be at original speed, first of all. We're not double timing that shit.
I apologize in advance.
But, yeah, again, my name's Carson. I'm the titular Space Shark. I played Arena. And if you liked what you heard here, I basically do a casual hangout stream. Most days, well, a good chunk of the days of the week. We're playing video games, but we've also done karaoke, we build model kits, we play a Twitch Plays tabletop RPG on Saturdays that aren't this one. As for what we do, I've put this command in a lot today, but you can go check out the Fool's Gold RPG sourcebook right here. Anything else that you guys want to plug while we're here?
Stay hydrated.
Yeah.
Stay
That's what
hydrated.
streamers say.
Stay hydrated.
And if Dingo shows up at your door at night, don't open the door.
Do
Especially if you have a baby.
open the door.
Let her in.
Okay, Dingo, you can come to my house.
Yay! And I get to try the chai cookies.
Yeah. Who am I gonna send you folks to? Okay. Kira Buckland right now is playing Genshin Impact. Or Theropod is doing art. What do you guys think? Genshin or art?
Go for that art.
Alright, so if you guys don't know, which you probably don't because this is more viewers than I'm used to, Theropod Art, They're a dinosaur VTuber who does a lot of dinosaur art as well as tabletop RPG art. He usually listens to the Unexpectables podcast while he's drawing, but overall he's a really stand-up guy. So we'll give him a bit of a raid. When you go to raid, please give him a big old Sharq attack. I'll post in chat. And I will catch you guys later. See ya!
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Alright. Thank you so much.